Hello everybody, my name is Dragon. Welcome back my channel Health Fitness 1047. Here is the episode new. Follow me.
A shocking and harrowing account of human rights abuses against women in Saudi Arabia, particularly in the Dar al Riyadh facility, a re-education camp for disobedient women. Survivors say, is not a rehabilitation center, but a literal hell, where women and girls are tortured both physically and mentally. Victims are often sent there for disobedience, including resisting sexual abuse at home, or simply expressing feminist views on social media. Inside Dar al-Riyaya, they are beaten, forcibly sedated, subjected to virginity tests, referred to by numbers instead of names, isolated or locked in solitary confinement. Some try to escape, others commit suicide. Human rights group ALQST reports that these facilities are committing serious human rights violations. While the government touts women's empowerment and even chairs the UN's Gender Equality Commission, 1. Contradictions between propaganda and reality. Saudi Arabia has long been embroiled in controversy over women's rights. While the country tries to project an image of progress, it maintains a harsh male guardianship system, where women are completely subordinate to the decisions of their fathers, husbands, or brothers. Camps like Dar al-Riyaya are emblematic of this contradiction. They are called nursing homes and rehabilitation facilities, but are in fact closed-off detention camps designed to punish disobedience and protect male honor. 2. Family honor, an excuse for torture. Women who are sexually abused, who should be victims, are instead locked up to protect family honor. This is the ultimate manifestation of a sick patriarchal ideology, where male honor is placed above the lives of women. The detention, virginity tests, beatings, and forced sedation are not meant to reform, but rather to erase humanity, suppress resistance, and destroy the spirit. 3. The tragedy of absolute power. The existence of camps like Dar al-Riyaya is a consequence of a system in which the power of male guardians is absolute. Women are not allowed to make their own decisions about their lives, even in the face of abuse. Even when they are released, they are not truly free because the ones who release them are. Without male guardians, they are transferred to other facilities and continue to live in a state of confinement. 4. Suicide and despair, a wake-up call. Many victims have chosen to commit suicide to escape real hell. This is no longer a story about isolated cases, but a clear sign of a systemic human rights crisis. When a social system makes women believe that death is the only option for freedom, the world needs to speak out louder than ever. 5. Silence and fear, the vicious cycle of repression. Women in the camps are not called by name, not allowed to share their stories, and if they do speak, they are accused of slandering their family's honor. The system is not only based on violence, but also on fear, brainwashing, and information control. These women are not just imprisoned physically, they are imprisoned mentally, forbidden to tell their own stories. This is not just a story about Saudi Arabia. It is a global wake-up call about how institutions can legitimize the oppression of women through the language of morality, honor, and tradition. The fact that a country can run women's prisons and yet be appointed chair of the UN's Gender Equality Agency exposes a global paradox of human rights standards. The world needs to understand that women's rights are not just about the right to drive, work, or vote, but more importantly, the right to life, to freedom, and to say no without having to pay with their lives. International organizations, especially the UN, need to have more binding and transparent mechanisms rather than just symbolic ones. Otherwise, Nursing homes will continue to exist under many different names, and the pain of women like Sarah, like the 13-year-old girl who was beaten, like the woman who hanged herself because she could not bear the torture, will continue to be buried in the shadows. Dar el-Riaya is not a re-education place, but a prison disguised as a place for women to speak out. It is the embodiment of repression, systemic violence, and international complicity in silence. Every survivor's account is an indictment. And every indictment is a wake-up call to humanity. If we do not speak out, we are allowing such hells to continue.